The final of the men's 4x100 meters. The world record is 37.83. Held by the United States. The United States has the all-time top 5 performances. Here are the lanes. China, Italy, the Soviet Union. Canada is in 4, the United States in 5, Jamaica in 6, West Germany in 7, and Hungary is in 8. The running order for the United States: Lee McRae, Lee McNeil, Harvey Glance, Carl Lewis will be anchoring. Dennis Mitchell has been anchoring. First time that we will see Carl Lewis in the championships in this position.
But that does not mean that Carl Lewis has not been practicing with the team. He is a real workhorse. Carl Lewis has a team concept, and he practices handoffs a lot. Ben Johnson, on the other hand, you get the feeling that he doesn't work out with their team very much. That's why they probably have him on the first leg, because he hasn't practiced taking the baton. It's much easier to put him here. You only have to worry about his handing it off.
And also the advantage of Ben Johnson to start. He has the best start in the world, the fastest reaction time, so you are truly capitalizing on his assets here. He's in lane 4. So the race should be the Soviet Union in 3, and they look great in the semis. Canada in 4, the USA in 5. Lee McRae to lead it off for the United States.
Lee McRae has not been running well in the heats and the semifinal. He was out very slowly. But this is where the coach does something for you. He has faith in you. He says, look, I know you'll run well in the final. I'll leave you in there.
And we've got a false start. Ben Johnson just tried to nudge and come up. And Canada may be charged with the false start. That's the one that we saw. And they may call it just against the field and let it go. There is Ben Johnson of Canada and his teammates, Atlee Mahorn, Desai Williams, and Mike Dwyer, who will be anchoring for Canada. And for the Soviet Union, Alexander Yazheniev, Viktor Brezgin, Vladimir Muravyev, and Vladimir Krylov to anchor. They did not charge the false start against anyone. As you know, you're allowed 1, and the second one, you are out. Soviet Union in 3, Canada in 4. There's Ben Johnson, 9.83, world record holder in the 100. And the United States in 5, 3, 4, and 5. Johnson with a good start, not his usual great start, but he is closing a little on Lee McRae. Look for the exchange.
It's natural he would close. The U.S. did not get a good exchange, but look at Lee McNeil go.
Right now, Canada, the Soviet Union, and the United States are just about even. Canada not that good an exchange.
There goes Harvey Glance. Watch him go. Glance is running well. The Soviets on the inside running well. Carl Lewis against Krylov.
And here they come. Krylov is in front for the Soviet Union. Here comes Carl Lewis from behind for the gold. He's got it. 37.90. Just off of the championship record, number 3 all time.
And the difference in that race was Carl Lewis, because in the semifinal race, Krylov had Dennis Mitchell to deal with. He came off behind. Carl Lewis was behind coming off. He ran Krylov down.
A good exchange. Number 3 all-time. Carl Lewis anchored at Helsinki. He anchored at the Olympics, and he anchors here. Those are the top 3.
McRae had a good start. Not a great start, but it's adequate, and it gets us out in there. Second leg, Lee McNeil runs the straight very, very well. He's practiced a lot. You always put the man who can run the great straight on there. Hands off to Harvey Glance, the veteran. Harvey's run more turns than any sprinter in this entire meet. And he hands off just a little bit behind to Carl Lewis. Krylov was behind Dennis Mitchell yesterday and ran him down. Now the roles are reversed. Carl Lewis says, take that back.
It's the United States, the Soviet Union, and Canada finishes third.
And as they take their victory lap, you know, you tend to take him for granted, Carl Lewis. Again, he demonstrates what a tremendous talent he is. The only American in these competitions to win 3 medals and the only man to win 2 gold medals regardless of the uniform he's wearing. And we'll be back for more after these words from your local station. So it's official, the United States' 3rd best ever 4x100 relay. The team of McRae, McNeil, Glantz, and Lewis with the gold. Soviet Union is second, despite the fact they had the lead going into the final man, and Jamaica takes 3rd. And we have 4 happy men now. Let's see, get their feelings.
I'm one of the luckiest guys there are today. I get to interview all of the winners. The 4x1 men's team ran the 3rd fastest time in history. We're going to get a chance to look at the race. I want you guys to analyze it stick pass by stick pass. Lee McRae, you lost absolutely nothing, in my opinion, to Ben Johnson, especially at the exchange.
Well, I just wanted to get out and just run well, run smooth. I've been having a little troubles with maintaining through, so I just wanted to run through the zone as quick as possible.
Lee McNeil, when you got that down the straightaway, you were gone.
Yeah, I was just trying to get to Harvey, that's it. You know, trying to get strong, just try to catch the guys in front of them. If they're already in front of them, you know, trying to catch them.
Harvey Glantz, one of the oldest sprinters on earth. How did you feel you ran the turn?
Well, I felt real good in the turn. You know, most of the people always see me on the straightaway and never notice Harvey Glantz on the turn because I never run 200s. But I can run a turn and been on like 4 of the 7 fastest relays ever in history. So I'm very proud to be on the turn.
Carl, you told me yesterday you knew you wouldn't get the stick in front. Is it better for you to have to try to run somebody down?
Well, I knew that the Soviets were we knew that they were a good team, and we felt that their stick passing and their legs just enabled them to have a good 3 legs. But for me, it's better because the teams in the past have always given me a big lead, and I'm just running. And I feel like at least today I can contribute to the performance, and that's the best thing about it.
Is the general idea here that unless you guys drop the stick or have terrible passes, there's nobody in the world that can beat you?
Well, there's no one can stand with us, you know, man for man. That's for sure. People have tried different methods to try to beat us, and you see the Russians try to do it with stick passes, but we always come through with the speed, and America's known for speed, and I think it'll always stay there.
Congratulations, you guys, an outstanding performance.
Great, thank you.
Carl Lewis.